Buddy, hello. Welcome to it's the after show. You move too much. You move out of shot. It's gonna break the whole thing.
I wanted to move the other way.
All right. If you want to move, move. Oh. Yeah, great. This is the show. Welcome to the after show. We're here to talk to you in chat, and that's all we can do. You can call 707 Exit Flu all you want, but
yeah, you could add us on Discord if you somehow still have that saved somewhere and you haven't done it.
Yeah, but yes, we need to work on some audio routing, some other stuff like that, some Voicemeeter banana business. You get into some banana business?
No, well, I like bananas.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Do you know they're irradiated?
What? But I've eaten bananas.
Oh boy, I've got bad news. Well, we can wait till this whole other stuff blows over. But
okay, well, wait. Will the bananas help me? Will it save me from the other stuff?
Oh, maybe. Do you think there was ever a point where like the Hulk ate a bunch of bananas to try and combat his radioactive nature?
Do you think that it would combat? Do you think that was the cause of it? Do you think he listened to that YouTube lady that said all you need to do is eat 50 bananas a day, and that's it? And then he was like, yes, Hulk smash bananas into face.
I think that's how the Ang Lee version went.
Okay, that's the one with Edward Norton, right?
Yes, it's the one with who's the guy who's not like Gary? He's not Gary Busey, but he's like Gary Busey.
Like Rutger Hauer? No, like
he's the dad. He's the dad. Chattel, no. Nick Nolte.
Eric Bana. Oh, Nick Nolte. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, Nick Nolte is kind of a no, he's a Gary Busey-esque figure, I suppose. Yeah. I could see that.
Chaotic energy.
Yeah, didn't always. But I guess Gary Busey didn't always have that either, did he? Kind of came into some of that.
I'm not very familiar with Gary Busey's
he was in Hitman.
Early days.
He was in Hitman, the video game.
Who was he?
Yeah, you killed Gary Busey in that game. They did a thing where you voted on who you wanted to be an elusive target, and Gary Busey won. I forget who the other person was.
Did they ask him?
Yeah, no, it's him. It's him. Okay. It's straight up him.
You say like, hey,
don't kill me. Sean Bean was the other one. You had to vote between whether you wanted to kill Sean Bean or Gary Busey. Buse.
The Buse is loose.
Yes.
Is what they should have said when they tweeted out that the event was live.
That's definitely what they should have done. So we're here. We'll take your questions in chat. Use the Ask a Question button at the top of chat, and we'll hang out for a little bit here and kick it with you. And I've got, I can do that. Ben can't hear it. Get down. It's scary out here.
I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, yeah, it's very good. Let's see here.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm here in chat, and I've got a question from the chat.
Let's hear it.
For you and me. Be honest, how many of you were wearing pants during the bombcast today? Just answer your question.
I'm wearing shorts.
They're pajama pants. I got a good range of motion now on my legs because of the ring fit.
Oh, really? Is that really helping?
I could have done that a few weeks ago.
Nice. I want to do ring fit, but it's like the day was so weird before, and now it's even weirder. But like, so these days are like, I'm trying to fit in some kind of work day, and schedule stuff and you know, like do whatever we can and streaming, making sure everyone else is streaming okay and doing all that. And then also freaking out about the state of the world here and there.
Oh yeah,
and
you
then
got
also
a lot of time for that.
yeah, and then helping my wife out where I can with the baby and all that stuff, and doing all that. And so like there's not a lot of time for like Ring Fit in that schedule until after the baby goes down. But like, so how quiet can Ring Fit be, and will I get the same experience if I'm, because I know it has some kind of like, hey, don't do the loud exercises, but like, am I really playing Ring Fit at that point, or is it just bullshit?
I haven't tried it, but the quiet mode, the alternative I know that it gives is instead of running in place to like move around the levels, you're going to be doing a lot of squats.
Fuck that. No, I mean, I probably should do more squats, honestly, but I, you know.
Yeah, no, I hate them. I never did a squat in my life. Basically, I'm realizing until I started this. But it's really nice, especially as a tall person. It's really nice to be able to get that bottom shelf without having to like bend my back in half.
Oh, sure, yeah,
or 180 degrees downward. You know, I think they probably made it at least a little bit considerate for people like in apartments and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, especially considering like Tokyo or in Japan, living conditions I know are pretty cramped. So
yeah, so that's been kind of the other thing, is just like space concerns. Like this room's not huge, and I've got a bunch of stuff in it, and so that's been kind of the issue with VR stuff too. Trying to figure out like, okay, how, you know, can I get back into VR in this room? This is really the only room I can do it in. And it's like kind of a no-go for anything that is really room scale and wants me to walk around or do anything real like that. So yeah, it's been a lot of very frustrating attempts at VR experiences very late at night when everyone else is asleep, and then I fuck up and punch the webcam off of my monitor, which I literally did a couple days ago, and the monitor, I disconnected the monitor somehow and punched this microphone, and just trying to do something that was like very limited in place, and it was just like, fuck, man, this, I just don't think I can do this stuff here. So yeah, it's hard to fit that shit, like the VR stuff is hard to fit in your life, I'm finding.
Yeah, even like here, you have decent space in some areas that I could like theoretically do it, but I just know setting it up and taking it down, setting it up and taking it down would just be
and for me, it's like, I think the only real option I would have here at home is something that doesn't have any kind of external tracking. Like I do have shelves up here that I had put the original Oculus sensors on, but since the room is so shallow, like they have to point kind of straight down, and it was a bad experience there. So the Oculus Quest doesn't have any of that. So I don't have external tracking. So at least that problem is solved. But then it's like, okay, but this room is still this room, and there aren't really a lot of other spots in the house that I can, you know, there's certainly no spots in the house I could like commandeer and say, this is now the VR space. Like we're just using the rest of the house for other shit. You know, it's like, oh, I could move this hat rack and this shoe rack and this mirror, and then suddenly it's just like, okay, well, where am I going to put all this shit? I can't just like stuff it out in the garage with everything else, because that's the room. So it's been frustrating in the context of like a big VR game coming up and us working from home for the foreseeable future and all this other stuff, and thinking like, oh yeah, we're gonna clear out this office space and do some VR stuff and that'll be fun. Like, oh, we're super not gonna be able to do much VR stuff at all. So yeah. And people are saying, coming up with, you know, Adam in the chat here is saying, oh, if you have a Quest, you just set the boundary as a stationary spot and everything will adjust to you in one spot standing. No need for full tracking. It's like, okay, so now I'm playing a reduced version of a game because I'm not doing full tracking. So it's like inherently less fun because I'm not moving around. And I was in that stationary mode when I punched all that shit. So it's, yeah, there's just, I'm still, like the stationary mode is still me about this close to this computer. So there's not really a lot of room around even standing up. I'm still like banging the desk and stuff like that. There's just not, there's not a lot of depth to this room or space. I would have to clear a lot of this other stuff behind me out, and I can't do that right now. So, I always go back to like when the stuff was first coming out, there was a quote from someone at Valve where someone asked them like, don't you think that this takes up a lot of space? And the response, I don't know if he meant it this way, but it came across as like this weirdly kind of smirking, like, we find that when people try what we've got on offer, they make the space. And actually fucking no. Like,
Yeah.
no, I don't. Wish I could, but not gonna happen. Just not realistic. So, I don't know, man.
Rohei here says, not a question, but I have to go to my pizza job now. Please send good vibes. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
To anyone out there who still has to go to a place to work, good on you.
You are the real heroes, as they say.
If you're a person lucky enough to work from home, but you still have to go to the occasional grocery store, please be very nice to those people. When we made our emergency Safeway run, our self-checkout machine broke halfway through checkout, and so she, like, the one, you know how there's like one person working the self-checkout zone, kind of ran over and just had the most like dejected, defeated look in her eye, and was just like constantly apologizing. And it's like, man, they're going through the shit right now.
Yeah, totally.
So keep strong, basically.
Yeah. It's the people that are delivering things and handling all that sort of stuff are like going to keep things going for everyone else for a chunk of time here, because Death Stranding is real at the end of the day.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw somebody tweeting about Death Stranding, and I guess Kojima was right in the end. I guess Kojima was right and we were wrong. So,
but for the wrong reasons.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
At the end of the day. Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I got another something.
I was going to say, we had a question here from Red Horse Spirit. 3 a.m. boys, what is the packaged beverage situation in your fridge right now? I have 3 LaCroix and 1 million beers. I did not get any beverages.
Yeah, we've got water. I've got more Diet Pepsi for when this Diet Pepsi runs out. I've got about a half a case of Orange Rockstar Recovery.
Nice.
Yeah,
I got water. I have 1 more Cherry Coke Zero that I'm saving for
that's like the last bullet in the gun. Like, save one for you. Like, yeah,
exactly.
Smart. Yeah, that's we didn't really get a bunch of alcohol or anything like that. Like, I'm just, I don't know when this will change, but it's this right now. Like, the baby can be a handful. I want to try to help wherever I can. And if I'm fucking hungover because I decided to just like sit in this room in the dark and play video games while getting drunk, it just sucks for everybody. Like, it's just not fucking worth it. So, like, I keep thinking I should get like a case of beer or something. I mean, we're here like, hanging out, and I'm fucking trapped. Like, let's get some 40s. Let's do something. And it's like, yeah, man. Oh, yeah, have some drinks. I was like, no, like, what the fuck? To what end? I'm just gonna like hang out and just get drunk by myself and just be like, all right, well, made the day shittier for my wife and made the day shittier for myself, and because the baby's gonna wake up when the baby wakes up, can't tell her like, sorry, I'm just too fucking hungover. Just live with the poop, I guess. So yeah, it's just hasn't seemed like a great idea.
No.
That said, it does sound like a pretty good idea sometimes. So I don't know.
Sometimes you feel like you need it, but honestly, like, I know that it would just like make me feel extra sad or fucked up or whatever the next day, or even when you're drinking, it's easy to get sad about stuff.
Yeah, well, sure. Like, I haven't, like, the last handful of times when I've had anything, like, I bought that case of White Claw a little bit. I think there's still half a case of it here, and I'll drink like 1 or 2 of them, and it's just enough to get me a headache. It's just like this like automatic weird little mini hangover or something. And I'm just like, I either need, like I said, I need to either drink 20 more of these or none. So none seems like the easier, smarter choice right now.
400-pound Gorilla has a question that I feel like we're pretty on record as, but I just wanted to make sure. What is the worst mainline Mario game, and why is it Super Mario Brothers 2 USA? That is wrong.
That's bullshit.
The worst Super Mario game is
Super Mario Sunshine.
There it is. Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Not even close.
Yeah.
I read that question and thought, yeah, okay, number 1 is Sunshine, but then like I tried to think, what's my number 2 worst Mario game? And it's just like it just really demonstrated to me the difference.
It's one of the
Mario
new
Sunshine and anything else.
Yeah, it's probably like one of the new Super Mario Brothers or one of those Wii ones that we're trying to do the 4-player stuff. And
yeah,
like
that
might
Mario
be second
one?
worst. Yeah, some of those are totally fine games, but if I'm trying to rank them, like it's still pretty good. But
it goes from like F tier to C tier.
Exactly. Yeah. 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 It's probably one of those because that's when they did all the wah wah stuff and the soundtrack and all that other shit. Yeah. Hey, did you hear that Folding at Home is back?
No.
You know what that is?
Yeah. Wait,
yeah.
Really?
So apparently it is being used for coronavirus research.
Oh.
Like they have worked out some new proteins that need to be folded. And Forsen in the chat here says Giant Bomb team is team number 138834. I wonder if that'll help. I wonder if if folding them proteins will actually do anything. That's the thing I want to go back and look up is like, what has Folding at Home accomplished other than being very expensive on the electricity front? Has it actually helped with this stuff? I assume it has. Otherwise, everyone would have given up on it a long time ago. But yeah. Yeah.
It's really cool. Got a hypothetical here that might be a little hard to answer, but Chain Claw wants to know, marry, fuck, kill, Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo.
I'd probably marry Vegeta. He seems like at least you know where you stand with him, and I think he's a decent husband to Bulma. A better husband than Goku. I'd fuck Piccolo. He just seems like, he's like a weird alien.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
You've seen him, remember when he spat out that egg? Oh, I guess that was Dragon
Have you
Ball.
seen what he can do with one finger?
Like
and you kill Goku because, like, what does that even do? Like, he'll find a way to come back. Like, who cares?
I think I would go for marrying Piccolo based on the fact that he is significantly less powerful than them and involved in a lot fewer very high danger situations.
Okay. All right.
Marry Vegeta because he's a prince. So that'd be marrying into royalty, which I think would be pretty fucking cool.
That does sound fun.
And kill Goku.
Yeah, kill Goku. Always the answer.
He'll be back anyway. Like,
yeah,
that's the thing.
Exactly. Yeah, totally. Sons asks, is grilled cheese made with mayo instead of butter a crime? Am I a criminal? You had a mayo friendly recipe here.
Yeah, it's definitely a crime. It's definitely something that needs to be practiced in moderation. But it's
or in secret.
Yeah. Either don't tell anyone or don't tell yourself what you're doing, what you're really doing. But it's hard to go back once you find the way. Mayonnaise itself is a crime. It's just eggs and oil. People are so freaked out about.
I just don't like it
these days. Yeah, that's fine. I get not liking it, but like making it out to be more than it is. And also, like, it's very easy to ruin a sandwich with too much of it, sure.
Yeah, and it's a very forward taste for me, so when a little bit of it gets on something, I am aware of it, very aware of it. To where I'm just like, like it's any little bit of it. Like, there have been cases where a sandwich has been cut with a knife that had mayo on it, and that was enough to where when I bit into it, I went, fuck! So, yeah.
Perps wanted to know, what instrument should KK Slider play in New Horizons?
Like a keytar, something nice, something that gives him mobility. You know,
he's Now I only know of KK Slider from Smash.
Go on.
The little concerts he would put on Saturday night if he played on the right stage.
That's from another game called Animal Crossing. On Saturday nights, he would. On Saturday nights, he plays songs, and if you can make a request of a song, and if you write in the right request, he sends you a tape of it, and then you can make it play in your house.
Does he have a accompanying band, or is he a solo?
He's a solo. So he started like playing a guitar, like a ukulele, just like he started as like a little one-man acoustic operation, and then the last game, or maybe the last couple of games, he was presented more like a DJ. So literally on turntables and stuff, which is fun. And my understanding, I don't know for sure, but I think he may still be a DJ in the upcoming Animal Crossing. I don't know. But,
I would want to see some innovation there, but like other than the obvious joke of SoundCloud rapper, or I guess now TikTok rapper, like what advancements in music have there been since the last Animal Crossing?
Well, you got to remember, Nintendo's not going to be on the forefront of a thing. They're going to be a little bit behind.
Dubstep.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Dubstep, or, Witch House, some C-Punk or something like that. Something along those lines. I feel like KK Slider could slide right into one of those genres and make an impact. For real.
If I make pasta, this is from Aristophanes. If I make pasta with sauce in a small pot for myself, is it okay to just eat it out of the pot?
Yes.
Instead of bothering with a bowl or a plate?
Absolutely.
I've really come around to this. One of my friend Don tweeted out something about eating scrambled eggs straight from the pan. And at first I was horrified, but then I was just thinking about it. I'm like, you're saving water.
Yep.
You're saving time. You're going to have to wash the pan anyway. Like, if there's no one else around to see you doing it, just do it.
Yeah. I think the thing you worry about is the heat on the pan. Is it going to overcook the food while you're eating it? And so you're kind of ruining it along the way.
Or like scratching it up.
Yes,
like
that was the other thing. Yes, like if you're using a metal fork and scratching up the coating on the pan while you're eating. Those I think.
Like a nice plastic fork. A plastic spork really is kind of your catch-all.
Well, look, I've tried to put a plastic fork into a hot pan before and watched it curl, and thought that's funny, but also then thought, well, does that mean also some amount of this plastic is melting enough to get on this food?
Oh God,
Am I eating plastic when I do something dumb like that?
Like that, where I was making chili. And part of it was like taking the ground beef and browning it a little bit before putting it into the chili pot. I did that, and immediately I realized I had flipped the burger over, and the plastic part that, like, how like ground beef will sit on a little like thing separating it from the thing sometimes.
Yes, the thing separating it from the thing. Yeah.
Screwdriver.
You're like brandishing it in a very like weapon-like way. Like I feel like,
and it hit the hot pan, and I saw some of the black plastic just melt off into the pan. I tried to scrape all of it off, but
Smart.
I don't think I got all of it. So I think my chili just had like this much plastic in the whole thing.
That's probably fine. It'll coat you. It'll protect your system from other bad stuff. A little layer of plastic. Yeah, exactly. You need a protective layer against viruses. So why not eat a little plastic? I'm not a doctor, I should probably say.
Here's a good question. Here's a fun question. I don't think it's good, but it's fun. Just kidding, Vasari. Vasari wants to know, Doom Eternal and Animal Crossing come out on the same day, and I can't decide which one to get. So instead, what video game should I play that's exactly halfway between the two?
Dungeon Keeper. Or, Dungeon Keeper. It's like you're building hell demons and stuff like that, but also you're still kind of building an area and a village, or not a village, but like you're building a dungeon and filling it full of other creatures and stuff.
Yeah.
Wow,
you got it immediately.
I don't know. That's ridiculous that I was able to pull that, but I did. Power of the knife.
Jeff, here's my question to you. You think you're gonna dip into any like I mean, you like streaming old obscure games from time to time.
Here and there.
With this lockdown in full effect, how long until you're just like staring at a big list of games and randomly picking them out and playing them just to feel something? Because I'm already kind of there.
Oh, I've been there since let's say 2008, 2009. Just big list of games, and I'm just gonna just look at this and just see where it goes, man. Just see where it goes. No, I've been like, that's actually literally some of the stuff I've been streaming when I do some Mr. stuff from home is like, I've got this gigantic list of games that I don't know that much about, and I'm just like, I want to know more about this thing right now, and or hey, I'm gonna go listen to this weird old game music thing, or you know, like other stuff like that. I've been lately like looking at weird old PC-88 games other than Super Mario Brothers Special, which is of course a very special game, and it's all terrible. I was playing this bad Japanese driving game for the PC 8000 that I had to use the keyboard to play it, and the controls were all fucked up. It's just yeah, it's a damn mess.
This one's from Splodge. This is something I saw right before the podcast started. Did you know that Jared Leto just came out of a 12-day meditation session in the desert and didn't know how far things had gone with the virus?
It's great. I saw something on Twitter. I woke up at 4 a.m. and was looking at Twitter because, you know, life is a prison of our own design. And someone was saying that Big Brother, the television show, the German version of Big Brother, none of the people in that house knew about it, and they were going to have a live special where they told them about it. And that sounds fucking interesting.
Yeah, I don't think they should do that second part.
Oh, I think they have to do that part. They signed up for it.
Yeah, I guess.
Hey, by the way, it's fucked up out here. You should stay in there. Hey, don't get voted out. Think about the intensity it'll bring to it.
Oh, God. That's true. That adds a whole level of, like, you have to win.
Yeah.
Do you know about Jared Leto's cult island?
No. Is he running some kind of sex cult? He seems like he might be.
Yes. 100% yes. He has a, like, 30 Seconds to Mars cult Jesus-like island. It's called the Echelon. It's mostly young women.
Okay.
So in regards to Jared Leto's island, is it a cult? Listen to this quote from him. Quote, "Yes, this is a cult. Hashtag Mars Island." It is a 30 Seconds to Mars joke.
Joke?
Yeah, there's a lot of pictures of all of them in their weird white robes and everything. I think that maybe they should go back to the island. I think that now is a good time to own an island.
Oh, yeah, sure. Unless, like, someone who goes to the island with you has it, and then everyone on the island's going to get it. That's like cruise ship status in a weird way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you think of any other bands that should have a cult? Like Coheed and Cambria or somebody?
That
like,
should have one? Because,
yeah.
like, we do have we have ICP.
The Juggalos, it's not, I mean, did you see the Instagram of Shaggy 2 Dope eating snow and saying that that's how you prevent the coronavirus? It's worth looking at. If you're a fan of What Are Magnets, might I recommend ICP's Instagram account where he eats dirt snow.
Dirt snow. 100 Gex should have a cult.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think we can get in on the forefront of that.
I seem like we could. Yeah.
Every time I see people talking about 100 Gex, it is the phrase, "Do people actually like 100 Gex?"
All right, fair enough. Yes.
So
I'll answer.
that's
Yes, I do.
That's exactly who should have a cult, is the people who aren't sure whether it's real or not.
Yeah, absolutely. They are actually good. I like that album quite a bit. No Big Deal says the Flaming Lips. I could see it. Like that type of jam band shit, I feel like is tailor-made for weird murder drug cult type thing. Like people in a suggestive state, tripping balls. And you're just like, yeah, man, we're going on the spaceship now. And you end up with like 100 dead people in a room all wearing the same shoes.
King Crimson.
Oh God, the polyphonic spree is what Splodge says. Like, God. Ugh. Ugh.
Jamiroquai. That's a good one.
That's a cult we can all believe in.
Yeah, it's a cult that'll get you moving. It'll get you like dancing, you know.
Yeah.
And in these times, we could all use a little moving.
Absolutely.
Stop us from going stir crazy.
Yeah, that's just what I was about to say. Mano Vincent says 311. I don't know. Is that a band?
I've not heard of them.
Haven't heard of them. All right. We got any more questions here?
I'm scrolling through. A lot of people sharing stories about how the shutdown is affecting them. Too Human is free, says Brinty. Should I play Too Human?
For $0, it's worth a look. You know, it's a Diablo-esque game. I don't think it was not a great game when it came out, and I don't think my gut tells me it has not aged well either.
I played it in 2013, I want to say. Played through the first few levels, and it felt dated at that time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a video game. You know, you could play it. But I don't know that I would... I don't know that I would go that route. You know, surely there's other stuff you could be doing. But hey.
Always be clothing asking if you're looking forward to season 2 of Laid Back Camp scheduled for next year.
Yeah, yes. I'll watch that. Was there an OVA, or did like something had come out more recently, or was it just, maybe I was just thinking of that, or there's some other thing that I want to say came out. I don't know. There's another thing that came out. I'm convinced another thing came out. That's what it is. Yeah. Hey Ya Camp, little short episodes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I just started watching that Beastars show that's new on Netflix. That's been out for a while apparently, but just came to Netflix.
What is that? What do they do? Do they form a robot, or do they fuck, or do they like?
It's anthropomorphic animals at college.
Okay.
And kind of the drama of being a carnivore versus an herbivore. There's some interesting stuff there.
Yeah.
Somebody said it sounds horny. It's extremely horny.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I bet.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll take a look at that.
So it's Zootopia. It is very Zootopia-y. Yes.
Today we are all very Zootopia-y.
Jensmoth wants to know how my One Piece reading is going. It's actually suffered a little bit because I would read it on the train ride. Haven't been riding the train for a while, but let me see what chapter I got to. I make a little note every time I get far enough. Chapter 162. So I've read a lot of One Piece, but in the grand scheme of things, I've read about a seventh of One Piece.
And I feel like manga is expensive.
Yes, there is a service like Comics Unlimited for manga.
All right, okay, that sounds way better.
Yeah.
Nux asks, "Are you guys doing anything for St. Patrick's Day?" No.
No. I mean, we were supposed to have a dinner with my partner's parents, and even that is not happening. Like.
Yeah, like I talked to my mom yesterday and was like, yeah, I'll see you on the other side of all this stuff. And, you know, like she lives pretty close by, but it's like, yeah, no, just hold tight. And we'll see how stuff goes. Let's see here.
Treebot 9000 wants to know if we've purchased a bidet yet. I was close before all of this TP outrage. And I mean, there's never been a better time. You can get a pretty good quality one for a couple $100.
Yeah, my wife's not down, so that's been I would be down to try it out and see how it goes. So having been to Japan multiple times, like that was like years ago, years ago, before you could get them here years ago. I was like, man, we got to get one of these Toto washlets. This thing's insane. You got to get one of these things. It's nuts. It's got a little nozzle, comes out, sprays the back bits. It'll spray the front bits if you want. Heats the seat, does all this other stuff. And I was like, I should get one of these. And for years I thought about it. And then they finally became available, and everyone got them. You know, everyone got all into them, and I just never did. My parents, my dad, before he passed away, got one. And was like, yeah, no, this is legit. And so I've always thought about getting one, but have not gotten one. Trying to slowly sell my wife on one, and we'll see.
Stop me if this is a personal question, but do you know if she's ever tried one?
I don't. She's not.
So that's what like kind of got me from, like, if you can find like a neighbor, just pop in and be like,
right,
hey,
find a way to try one. And so that was the thing about, you know, just having hotels in Japan that had them, is like, I'm alone in this hotel room anyway, man. I've been up for 18 hours typing. Yeah, I'm gonna try this weird thing out. And go like, oh, actually, huh?
Yeah, my friends who are very into going to Japan and Japanese culture.
I thought you were going to say butt stuff.
I mean, I think they are too. I don't know for sure, but
okay, all right, yeah, sure.
And they got one, and I just sat. I was at a party. I was already drunk. It was like accidentally showing up. It was the same feeling as accidentally like winding up at a Jack in the Box when you're drunk.
Yep.
That just kind of like, this is where I need to be in the world right now.
Yeah. I feel like having a bidet at a house party is like a recipe for a mess, because everyone's going to go, oh shit.
Yeah.
And try it out, have no idea how to use it, and then like
they're literally going to say, oh shit.
They're going to make a damn mess. But yeah, I don't know. Let's see here.
Going through these questions.
Salim Kawar asks, what's the battery life on these Astros? These are wired, so forever or 0, depending on your perspective, I guess. I'm not looking for wireless headphones. The computer is right here.
Sorry, don't understand most of these questions. Best gaming soup?
Best gaming soup?
Best gaming soup?
Best game in soup? Best gaming soup?
Gaming soup.
Like if I want to have a solid day of video games and I need a soup to get me there, I'm looking for like a something hearty.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking like a beef barley, something with something that's gonna like weigh you down a little bit, and you're gonna go like, yeah, all right, cool. I'm gonna sit here and do this. I'm looking for something with a thickness, like a chowder.
That's closer to a stew.
Yeah, just getting. Yeah, I'm bumping up against stew territory for sure. But yeah, that's probably that's where my head goes when I first think about it.
I think I'd go for like a nice lobster bisque. It's easy to eat.
Mm-hmm.
It puts me in the zone, you know?
I love being in the zone. You know me.
Here's a fun fact about me for when you're filling out fun facts stats on like the back of a trading card.
Yeah.
I've only ever had lobster bisque from Red Lobster.
Does anyone else make it? I mean, that's the only biscuit. No one's ever made a lobster bisque other than Red Lobster, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh man, I bought a box of the Make 'em at Home Cheddar Bay biscuits.
Yeah, how'd it go? Yeah,
they're pretty damn good.
Do you think about any modifications you can make to the recipe to bring that Cheddar Bay biscuit touch to like other dishes?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Like, could you make a pie crust out of it? Would that be weird?
Oh no, especially if you're making like a quiche.
Yeah.
Oh, Jeff, we need to end this show, and I need to go find more of those. I fear that they've been
empty shelves.
Ransacked.
Yeah, no one is leaving those behind.
I went to. I think I said this somewhere else, but I went to the grocery store near me, and their bread aisle had exactly one pack of everything bagels, and that was it. And so I grabbed them.
Yeah.
I also think that maybe somebody grabbed one of the bagels out there because there was 5, and I feel like there's usually 6 in a bagel bag.
You would think, yeah. That's someone said like, well, I only want one of these because it's everything, so I only need one. That's just being considerate.
How about soup bread bowls made of Cheddar Bay mixes?
Yeah, love it.
That sounds perfect.
Soup in a bread bowl is fucking my middle name, man. The Panera Bread closed down around here. Sucks. There's no place for me to get soup in a bread bowl. I could get pasta in a bread bowl from like a Domino's Pizza if I wanted to truly live free. But, yeah.
Uni Battles wants to know which Mario enemy would make the best pizza topping. I'm going to say Wiggler non-angry.
Fanto, like flat like a pepperoni. Probably curl up if you heated them up.
What's that? What's that little bird? The little like pink bird.
Slow hopping bird from Mario 2.
Yeah.
I don't know the name of it, but I know what you're talking about.
Is it ethical to eat? Okay, let's work our way up here because I have 3. Is it ethical to eat in the Mario universe questions?
Okay. As your ethical Mario consumption expert, I am ready to answer you.
Okay, piranha plant.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's a plant. Who cares?
Goomba.
Aren't Goombas technically residents of the Mushroom Kingdom? No, they get turned into blocks.
Yeah, blocks and yeah.
So that's even more fucked up.
Okay, I guess I have 4.
Okay. Would Mario step on it and murder it? Yes. So then why not eat it at that point?
Yeah. That's a good holistic approach to it. Number 3, Birdo.
Birdo is a person that Mario, I don't know that Birdo gets killed so much as Birdo gets bumped off the stage. So I might say Birdo is a no.
Birdo is a no. And then last, but not least, an enemy that definitely gets killed, Lakitu.
Would you eat the cloud too?
I feel like you can serve it on the cloud. I feel like the cloud has very little taste, but it can be used for presentation.
Lakitu can work a camera.
You know? A good point. It'd be like eating Vinny.
Yeah. I wouldn't eat Vinny. Too muscular. I would probably not eat Lakitu. I would not feel bad because fuck Lakitu, that motherfucker. That piece of shit asshole. But he can work a camera. He's sentient in a way that I would not necessarily feel comfortable eating. I guess.
Okay.
I guess.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that you walked the line as I would there.
That's what they say about me. I walk the line. They've immortalized it in film, I think. I don't know. Well, I think we're just about wrapped up here, unless you see anything else in chat before we go here.
Is there anything from the office you don't miss while working from home?
Driving there, being there. Yeah.
Here's what I do miss. Quarter sodas on demand. Free coffee. Sometimes there'd be pastries in the kitchen. So I guess it's all food.
Yeah, I guess I usually wasn't even eating a lot of the food that gets brought in and stuff too. So I don't know.
Somebody said, "What about your coworkers, Ben?" I literally was just in a conference call with all my coworkers.
Yeah, it's fun to see people in person and stuff like that. Like obviously, but like we're making do on that front. So I that's cool and all, but. Yeah, I don't know. There's some aspects of that building that feel haunted to me, even though we changed floors. Like, I think I've worked in that building too long or something. I know too much about stuff that happened in different rooms in that building now, and those rooms might not even be there because now Apple controls the 3rd floor, And so I know they did a lot of redesigns and other stuff to that floor, so I don't even know what's still there and what isn't. But yeah, I don't know. There's just something about that place that I just never felt right. So I don't know. Yeah. I think that's gonna do it for us.
Oh, yeah. I just real quick. Dobogan says, "Do Kentucky Route Zero and Disco Elysium involve too much reading to be a good streaming game?" Definitely, when you're streaming with a bunch of people, reading games like that aren't the best. But I've been thinking of doing a second playthrough for Disco, and it might be fun just as a little solo thing to kind of do that with the folks once I get my computer back.
Yeah. Yeah, you're looking at getting RAM in this week, and hopefully that'll just make it work, right?
Yeah.
That's how it always works. The first thing you buy is always the thing that corrects the issue, and you never have to buy another thing again. I kind of want to buy another PC. I kind of like that was my idea about like we're gonna be here for a while. Like this might be months. I don't even know. Who knows? So like I had been thinking more and more like this CPU is getting a little long in the tooth, and it's getting to be time for another PC, and it got me thinking that maybe it'd be fun to just get all the parts in here and build one and stream that or something from this way too small room where I will certainly break something in the process. Because for the last 2 PCs I've built, I feel like it was like Brad and Jason were there to assist in case of a catastrophe. So.
Yeah, that's the thing is like if it's something other than my RAM, like if it is my motherboard, I do not feel super comfortable messing with that stuff, but I'm going to have to learn.
In the 90s, I blew up multiple motherboards one after the other, replacing motherboards. So I would like buy a new motherboard because I knew that one was blown up, put the new one in. The first one I put in, I blew up in the process of installing it and had to send it back. They sent another one. I got it in, it started working. And then it turned out that there was something about our power that was coming into the house that was unclean. It was dirty power. And so it was fluctuating in a way that the PC was not able to handle, and it was just frying out motherboards over and over again. And so I would go through these processes of like, and this was, it was like overnight shipping was not the thing it was then. So it was this thing of like blowing up a computer, going, oh, fuck, ordering another one, and then having to wait multiple days to find out if that was the thing that was going to fix it and what I could do to fix it. When it turned out all I really needed to do was buy a power conditioner or like a battery, like a UPS, a battery backup thing, because that would condition the power and fix the problem. But I still lived at home at the time, and my mom would just say that I just like was like the most miserable, ornery fucking just because I'm just like plodding around the house with like nothing to do now. It's like fuck, this fucking computer's broken. I got all this shit I got to do. Fuck. I don't think anything's changed since then.
That's me right now.
Yeah, so I know how it can go. So hang in there. It will be okay. And at least you have a laptop to look at porn or I don't know, whatever.
It's the work laptop, though I can't.
I wonder what the regulations are around that. Only one way to find out. No, I don't know. I don't even have a work computer. I haven't since all our stuff got stolen at E3 that year. That was the laptop that got stolen in that batch was my work computer, which I wasn't even using at the time. And I never requested a new one, so I was just like, "Fuck that! I'll bring my own laptop."
Somebody in chat just said I could just watch the BMX Triple X stream.
There you go. Yeah, that's work. That's research.
That's work and research.
Yeah, it's working research. All right, well, I'm gonna go do some working research of my own. So everyone, thanks for tuning in, and we'll be around streaming. We'll probably, I think this plan's going to evolve as time goes on. I think the early thing was like, hey, why don't we just try to go from like 11 to 6 Pacific every day? And I think there'll be some days that are earlier and some days that are later or whatever, depending on how things go. So, we'll try to communicate that as best we can. Everything is, crazy. So, I'm sure all this will become a little bit more normal as time goes on, and we'll settle into something resembling more of a flow. And we're with that. I think, you know, we've got more streaming up after this. Was Jason going to take over after this?
I think so.
I don't have the schedule I don't have our internal rough schedule in front of me here, so I'm not sure what's going to happen. But you know, more streams coming your way.
We'll be back.
We'll be back. See ya.